we have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law.
"2025 has been a year of chaos under Donald Trump. A year of chaos. We have the ICE raids. We have the bombing of Iran and the likes of It's Not Real. We've had the issues with illegal deportations, raids in blue states. We have a lot of chaos that's been going on. Tariffs on, tariffs off, Taco Trump imposing tariffs that have caused a just windfall of people losing their jobs. Over 1 million people have lost their jobs within this administration in 2025. 2026, it's looking very bleak under the Trump administration. It's looking very bleak. In my last video, I talked about, not my last video. One of my videos, I talked about predators and how we need to protect our children. And that is very much the case today. More so when you have MAGA, who they will accept anything as long as Donald Trump can remain in power. They don't care about innocent individuals being snatched up. They don't care about women being violated. They don't care about women's rights being taken away from them. November 19th, Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, and I forgot the other guy's name because he's, even though he's relevant within the Trump administration, he's irrelevant to me because I'm actually using this video in regards to Pam Bondi and googly eyes Kash Patel. But on November 19th, there was this press conference with the DOJ and the FBI, Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, or vice versa. Pam Bondi, DOJ, Kash Patel, FBI director. And Pam Bondi sounded like a straight up robot. Maximum transparency, we'll follow the law, maximum transparency. And those words will be flipped in regards to the whole Epstein Files. Pam Bondi looked shook. And when I say she looked shook, it was like her brain was like, what the hell do I say? What do I say? And Kash Patel, those eyes were going everywhere, but not onto the camera. He wasn't looking directly into the camera like I am right now. I have a couple of videos that I'm going to play, some compilations here in regards to just the actual video of Pam Bondi talking about maximum transparency. But I'll also have a couple of parodies too. I have a couple of people who are my mutuals. One person that is very well known on YouTube, and the other person on TikTok. We cannot believe the things that this administration say that will benefit American people, benefit the victims who have been violated by Jeffrey Epstein and whoever else was on Epstein's island. But it's like, well, how can I put it? Every week there is something new with this administration. From the start of, planes falling out of the sky, helicopters crashing, to individuals being fired from their job because of saying, they didn't have any sympathy for Charlie Kirk. So, like I said, post in the comment section. If you believe that we will have the Epstein Files in its entirety with the individuals that were the violators, and I'm talking in regards to Trump himself as well, instead of it all being Democrats, do you believe, in the comment section, post in the comment section of this video, if you believe that the Epstein Files will be very transparent?
On the Epstein Files, does the new investigation by the Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney prevent the department from releasing all of the remaining files?
So we have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law. and to have maximum transparency.
The DOJ statement earlier this year saying that the files would not release mentioned the fact that the review of the documents and the evidence did not suggest that any additional investigation of third parties was warranted. What changed since then that you launched this investigation?
Information that has come for information. There's information that new information, additional information, and again, we will continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward, and we will continue to provide maximum transparency under the law.
Now, didn't it look like Pam Bondi was shook? Didn't it look like she was just terrified? I would not want to be in her position to have to lie to the American people and to the world on a day in and day out basis. I couldn't do it. I could not do it at all. But there's no but to it. Let me just take that out. There's no but to it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be in administration. I would immediately resign if I was not upholding the law correctly in regards to our Constitution, in regards to being honest to the American people. I couldn't do it. But MAGA don't care. MAGA don't care at all.
Given the information that we have received, it's different information than the information that I had on my desk months ago. I will defer you to the other investigative teams, but we continue to say transparency is of the utmost importance, and we encourage victims to come forward if they need to.
Will the Department of Justice actually release files? I know the president has been against releasing.
We have released files, and we will continue to follow the law. As you can see, Kash Patel over here, he's got his eyes on every department, so he will be also helping oversee that everyone gets this most important information transparency-wise. I can take one more. Sure.
A few months ago, you said that this case was closed and that there was nothing new. What changed?
I said information. And we are continuing to work with the letter of the law. And I didn't have this information before. You have heard a lot of misinformation from the fake news that you need to wait to hear, because this is now an open investigation. So if he was an informant, you will find out. If he wasn't an informant, you will also find out. So thank you.
You can find that individual. Her name is Elisandra Velasquez on TikTok. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. She just popped over my feed, and it was, about this whole press conference that Pam Bondi had, and it's just her imitation of Pam Bondi without the whole, trying to keep himself cool was spot on. And then what she said about Kash Patel. Kash Patel, boy, I tell you. Kash Patel, this dude, I mean, man, I ain't gonna talk about the dude's eyes because there are other people in the world that are cross-eyed too. So I'm not knocking you guys.
Information. There's information that new information, additional information, and again, we will continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward, and we will continue to provide maximum transparency under the law.
Do you want to see my Kash Patel impression? This is it.
Oh my gosh, they're killing me. Oh, that's my guy, Jesse Dollemore. You can find him on YouTube. Jesse Dollemore, former Marine, veteran. Much respect to him. He is one of the many people that I get my information from. because independent media is needed more than it is when it comes to the mainstream media. The mainstream media plays on the fence, and I'm just going to be 100% honest when it comes to it. They play on the fence. So I like listening to the Midas Touch, Coach D Speaks, Tabitha Speaks Politics. There are so many people that I listen to, and Jesse Dollarmore being one of them. These are the people that are providing information on the correct side of history, not the people that Caroline has whenever she does her press conferences. Not those type of individuals. Those are the provocateurs. Those are the misinformation people. Like she had Beanie Head, dumbass Tim Pool on there. She had goofy dude who may be on the Grinder accounts, Benny Johnson on there. They have these individuals that are trying to form a narrative that is not correct. They are trying to form a narrative like we are in North Korea and it's North Korean news because there's a dictator that's trying to control the narrative, which it is not correct in this country. Oh, we're the hottest country in the world. Last year, here before, we were dead, and I brought it back, and we're booming. We're in the golden era. What's that dance? Anyways, as I land my plane, I'm going to leave you with a couple more compilations here. I can't even talk, man. You know, when I get on the screen, sometimes I get twisted because I don't write a script. May need to start doing that so it can flow freely. But I don't write a script. But damn Bongino, man, I'm telling you, I'm getting older, and I hope that my receding hairline doesn't fall back like damn Bongino, because his is just going. I mean, it's running away from his eyebrows. Just to be honest with you, Dan Bongino's receding hairline is running away from his eyebrows, and maybe it's because he's lying so much for the Trump administration. But yeah, here's Dan Bongino here with his lies in regards to the Epstein Files. Which are they? Are they there? Are they not? Are there people like Trump in those Epstein Files, or are they not? You said you saw all of them.
I'm just telling you what we see in the file. I just want to be crystal clear on this. I am not asking anyone to believe me. I'm telling you what's there and what isn't. Right. There is nothing in the file at this point on the Epstein case, and there's going to be a disclosure on this coming shortly. We are working through there is video. That is something the public does not.
There's video of him killing himself.
No, not the actual act, but the entire MCC Bay. It was only one camera. There's video that when you look at the video, and we will release, that's what's taken a while on this. We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced, and we're going to give the original so you don't think there were any shenanigans. You're going to see there's no one there but him. Right. There's just nobody there. So I say to people all the time, if you have a tip, let us know. But there's no DNA, there's no audio, there's no fingerprints, there's no suspects, there's no accomplices, there's no tips, there is nothing. If you have it, I'm happy to see it. There's video clear as day. He's the only person in there and the only person coming out. You can see it.
Oh, the things these Trump goons will do to twist themselves in a pretzel to make it seem like we are stupid in this country. There are very many idiotic, dumb people in this country, but there are many more smart individuals that can tell when a person's lying. And that's even with the cult mentality of MAGA. Not all of them are stupid. However, they are. You know what? I'm it's oxymoron. Not all of them are stupid, but they are, because they still are supporting a man that continues to lie to them as well as our country, as well as the people that's living in America. I end with this compilation. Well, with this last video of Pam Bondi. So I appreciate you sticking tight with me and watching this here. Subscribe to the channel. I thank every one of my subscribers. I am on the road to 1,000, and we're going to keep going up from there, because I'm going to keep using my platform to fight for our democracy in this country. No kings here. Peace and love.
DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.